these cases of pericarditis, we don't know what the relationship is. Is it an immune-mediated reaction from the vaccine, or is it just a general inflammatory response? We know the vaccine induces an inflammatory response. That's why you get a fever. That's why you get injection site pain, because you're getting your immune system stimulated. There's some reactogenicity just from the vaccine itself. So is this a more generalized inflammatory response from the vaccine that's localizing in the heart in some patients, or is this something that's more direct where the vaccine itself is triggering some kind of very targeted immune reaction and it's manifesting in this way? We don't have the answer to these questions. These are still low numbers. And remember, even people who speculate that there must be more cases and we're just recognizing a small number of cases, that may be true. There may be more mild cases of pericarditis that we aren't recognizing, but we are probably capturing most of the severe cases. We do a pretty good job in this country of capturing what are likely severe adverse events, people who are getting very sick or might be hospitalized from this condition. And when you look at the number of people who are having severe cases of pericarditis, it's very small numbers right now. Most of these are very mild cases that are being picked up, some incidentally.
What does pericarditis feel like? How would you know if you'd gotten the vaccine? What would it feel like?
Yeah, I mean, a mild case is typically going to present with some chest pain, some persistent chest pain that's positional. It feels worse when you lean back versus lean forward, so it's a positional chest pain that's not necessarily reproducible. You can't reproduce it by rubbing your chest. So, you know, if someone has persistent chest pain, obviously they shouldn't have that at that age. They shouldn't have it at any age. If it seems to be positional, it changes its intensity as you move your position around. That's an indication in pericarditis for a young person. I think you want to present to your doctor if you have any of those symptoms. In more severe cases, it's going to present with cardiovascular manifestations. So, you know, if you develop pericarditis, you might develop restriction around the heart's outflow, and that's going to manifest itself with the kinds of signs and symptoms of heart failure. Those are very severe cases. There have been very few severe cases in this cohort that CDC and FDA are examining. Most people are presenting with the milder symptoms.
He's former FDA commissioner and a CNBC contributor. He also serves on the boards of both Pfizer and Illumina. He's former FDA commissioner and a CNBC contributor. He's former FDA commissioner and a CNBC contributor. He also serves on the boards of both Pfizer and Illumina. He's former FDA commissioner and a CNBC contributor. He also serves on the boards of both Pfizer and Illumina.
These cases of pericarditis, we don't know what the relationship is. Is it an immune-mediated reaction from the vaccine, or is it just a general inflammatory response? We know the vaccine induces an inflammatory response. That's why you get a fever. That's why you get injection site pain, because you're getting your immune system stimulated. There's some reactogenicity just from the vaccine itself. So is this a more generalized inflammatory response from the vaccine that's localizing in the heart in some patients, or is it something that's more direct with the vaccine itself is triggering some kind of very targeted immune reaction that is manifesting in this way? We don't have the answer to these questions. These are still low numbers. And remember, even people who speculate that there must be more cases and we're just recognizing a small number of cases, that may be true. There may be more mild cases of pericarditis that we aren't recognizing, but we are probably capturing most of the severe cases. We do a pretty good job in this country of capturing what are likely severe adverse events, people who are getting very sick or might be hospitalized with this condition. And when you look at the number of people who are having severe cases of pericarditis, it's very small numbers right now. Most of these are very mild cases that are being picked up, some incidentally.
What does pericarditis feel like? How would you know if you've gotten the vaccine? What would it feel like?
Yeah, I mean, a mild case is typically going to present with some chest pain, some persistent chest pain that's positional. It feels worse when you lean back versus lean forward, so it's a positional chest pain that's not necessarily reproducible. You can reproduce it by rubbing your chest. So, you know, if someone has persistent chest pain, obviously they shouldn't have that at that age. They shouldn't have it at any age. If it seems to be positional, it changes its intensity as you move your position around. That's an indication of pericarditis for a young person. I think you want to present to your doctor if you have any of those symptoms. In more severe cases, it's going to present with cardiovascular manifestations. So, you know, if you develop pericarditis, you might develop restriction around the heart's outflow, and that's going to manifest itself with the kinds of signs and symptoms of heart failure. Those are very severe cases. There have been very few severe cases in this cohort that CDC and FDA are examining. Most people are presenting with the milder symptoms.